The fleeing happens after, if you look at Matthew again, Matthew 24:15, when you see the abomination of desolation set up, then flee to the mountains. Okay? Remember that. So Jesus is saying, sorry, let's get back here. The woman fled into the wilderness where she had a place prepared for her by God. So this happens, and I'll show you why I know that this happens. This is, I believe, is talking about the rapture. Her child was caught up to God in his throne. Because if you go to, let's real quick jump back to Matthew 24. Remember, Jesus is saying in the middle, when you see the abomination set up, then flee into the wilderness, into the mountains. Why? For then there will be great tribulation, such as not was since the beginning of the world. Remember, Jesus is referencing back to Daniel 12:1 here. He's already pulling our attention to Daniel to find the abomination of desolation. This is a quote from Daniel 12:1. So let's jump back there and look. At that time, Michael, this is the archangel, shall stand up, the great prince who stands watch over the sons of your people. And there will be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation. And at that time, your people shall be delivered, everyone who is found written in the book. And many of those who sleep in the dust shall awake. Now, see, so I just proved here that Matthew 24, the abomination is the middle of the final 7-year period. Then the woman flees. This is Israel. She flees. That's Revelation 12. For then there's great tribulation. That's why the woman is fleeing. Right after the middle of these final 7 years, the abomination is set up. The woman flees into the wilderness. So, but at that time we are delivered according to Daniel 12:1. Now, Michael, I'm going to show you Michael now. This is referencing, and I'll tie this back to Revelation chapter 12 as well. Okay, so let's go take a look. Revelation 12. She bore a male child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up to God in his throne. That's the rapture. Then the woman fled into the wilderness. Now look what happens. Now this is talking about everything that's going on, right? However, then John goes in here and he starts breaking out what just happened here. And war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought with the dragon. And the dragon and his angels fought, but they did not prevail, nor was place found for them in heaven any longer. So the great dragon, Satan, was cast out. Now look. Michael and his angels fought with the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought. Okay, now if you remember up here, Revelation 12, the beginning, behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns. His tail drew a third of the stars of heaven and threw them to the earth. These are the fallen angels that Satan pulled out of heaven with him. So that's who he's fighting against with Michael and his angels. But Michael prevails, the archangel, kicks him out of heaven. Right? So the great dragon was cast out. And then I heard a loud voice in heaven saying, now salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ have come. For the accuser of our brethren, who accused them before our God day and night, has been cast down. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they did not love their lives to the death. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and all you who dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you having great wrath, because he knows he has a short time. So there's two things going on. Remember in Luke, this is talking at Luke 17. Let's just go back here to 17. But on the day when Lot... Okay, let's go back up here to... I am so sorry, people. Hang on just a second. Daggum. Where is it? Luke 24. For as lightning flashes out of one part of heaven to the earth to the other, so will the Son of Man be in his day. Right? So it's the twinkling of an eye. Lightning. It's the twinkling of an eye. The Son of Man will be in his day. Luke 21:20. For these are the days of vengeance, that all these things may be written, that are written may be fulfilled. For there will be great distress in the land and wrath upon this people. Okay, so not only do you have Revelation 12 talking about Michael and his archangel, Michael the archangel and his angels fighting against the dragon and his fallen angels, kicked out of heaven. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, for the devil has come down to you having great wrath. So now we have the wrath of Satan, who's physically on the earth with his fallen angels at the middle of the final 7 years. Okay? As well as the Lord's wrath Wrath upon this people, as it says in Luke. There will be wrath upon this people, right? So now you have the wrath of the Lamb, and you have Satan in his wrath. We are not here for that, and I'll show you that as well, because Daniel 12, remember, and Michael, this is where Michael is warring against Satan. At that time, Michael shall stand up, the great prince who stands watch over the sons of your people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as there was not a nation even to that time. And at that time, though, your people will be delivered. So we are delivered out of, in Revelation 12, we are delivered, raptured up here before the woman flees. So Satan and his angels fight against Michael and the archangel. They want to devour the child as soon as it is born. Right? But we are caught up. We are caught up. The harpazo. And then the woman flees into the wilderness, where there will be great distress upon the land. She is protected for 1260 days. There will be great distress upon the land. But all those who are found written in the book of life will be delivered. Okay? I think that is just incredible. And going back here, it says here, Revelation 6, and the stars fell from heaven to the earth. This is talking about Satan falling in Revelation 12. So this ties back to this as well. But at that time, the sky receded like a scroll. This is Jesus opening the sky. And all men will see and say, hide us from the wrath of the Lamb, for the great day of his wrath has come. This is the beginning of the final 3.5 years, also known as the great day of the Lord. Okay? That is what the pre-tribbers believe also. Well, they believe that we are raptured before the 7-year period. Okay, if you go back to Daniel chapter 9, and then he will confirm it. The pre-tribbers believe that when he confirms, the Antichrist confirms a covenant, a peace treaty with Israel is where they get this, for 1 week, one final 7-year period. But then we're not here for that. That's what they say. That's not biblical. Just because of everything I just showed you, it's not biblical.